What up, everybody? This is Dario Hunt from Living Life Fearless. Welcome back to another episode of our Fearless Show podcast. With me, as always, is my co-host, Mr. Darius Walker. Say what up to everybody.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of the Fearless Show. I am artist D. Walker, and I just want to say it's been a crazy year already, but we're gonna, talk about some of, I guess, not the most craziest stuff. We're not talking about politics and all that today, but I just want
our main topic today will definitely be Grammys and following up on our Grammys prediction episode and seeing how many we got right.
Yeah, so Dario's about to get mopped up, right? No,
I actually don't know about that. I did not fully watch the Grammys, so I only got the performance to go off, and then we're going to go off the list. But before we do get to that, I do want to say, fuck all like the Asian racism that's going on around the country. So we are going to I just want to touch on that a little bit. I just read that got that horrible news about in Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
It was like 3 massage parlors and like 8 people killed and like definitely targeting Asians. And just like, man, come on, man. It's fucking 2021. What the fuck are we doing? Yeah. This shit has to stop, man. This shit is ridiculous. And, I think if we're going to speak so loudly about, anti-Black racism and hatred, we need to speak at the same volume about anti-Asian. We all are in this country together. So.
Definitely.
And before we get into Grammys, I also want to touch on some news. Some lighter news than that. Well, actually, one more not so light news before that. RIP to a Yaphet Kotto. He passed away today at 81. And he's the black guy from Alien, one of my favorite movies of all time. Right. And he's also one of the villains in 007's Live and Let Die. So RIP to him.
Yeah, rest in peace.
It's a busy week, man. We were talking a little bit. You said that you didn't really watch the Grammys. You've been watching other stuff. There's been a lot that's been coming out to watch. So it's been kind of hard to keep up with everything. I don't know if you finished WandaVision.
Yeah.
What'd you think about it?
It was a slow build.
Yeah, definitely. And it's
without
good.
Spoiling it, that was my first take.
It's definitely a slow build, and it never felt like it stopped building. Like it was just like kind of
facts.
all set up for the movies.
On a cliffhanger for the most big build.
It's literally it's 8 episodes of setup for the next Doctor Strange movie. That's basically what it felt like, honestly.
Yeah, for real. I was like, damn, this is how they doing rollouts now? Like, it was crazy.
I mean, it's cool. Like, it's kind of like a prequel, like, mini movie before the movie, I guess. But it's like, we're also so used to, like, getting more from this, like, story-wise and, like, advancement of, like, the plot that kind of felt like not fully needed, for sure.
Yeah, it was clever. I think it was like a way to tell a storyline that they wanted to have in the movie, but to like avoid having to tell it in the movie.
Yeah.
They made a series about it. Like, oh, this is what happened on the side after, meanwhile,
There were definitely some fake outs that I was not on. I did not like. I was not on board with, but
yeah.
We'll see.
Sure. I mean, I was amped because I know how powerful Wanda is. So
yeah, if anything, they kind of corrected that part about her in the movies. Like they made her so much more powerful.
Yeah, they didn't make her a side like, oh, she's kind of dope. I'm like, nah, she could like probably beat everybody. Except for maybe not everybody. Even like Captain Marvel's probably the only one. Like,
and maybe not even then. Like she's like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe not even then. Like, that's what I'm saying.
They definitely, at the end, they definitely made her feel like a top tier character, like power wise, as she should be.
Right. So, like, they gave her respect toward the end like that. But it was weird. I guess just like sort of the reveal was kind of obvious, but like I guess kind of cool still. And then just like, because at first you're like, what the fuck's happening? Like,
I mean, it also sucks because I mean, obviously, like if you know the comics, which I know the comics, and I'm sure you know a little bit about it, the storyline is that it kind of ruins it. I guess I feel like if I didn't know any of this, it'd probably feel a little bit bigger than it did knowing the actual story, you know?
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. So like that's just the part about like anticipation that they kind of like missed some moments on, because you know there was like stuff that you anticipate that you don't necessarily get, and you're like, oh, okay. But every episode you're kind of waiting for it, like so that was like that build, like where you feel like you're gonna get to this thing.
Yeah,
and you got moments of stuff like they gave Wanda some like real moments where she got to exercise her strength. But you know,
I mean, I don't think this is a spoiler. I think most people know this, but they did get the actor Evan Peters to play Quicksilver.
Yeah,
in this
I thought
one,
that was really cool though.
And I'm all for him fully being Quicksilver over the other guy they had, because his Quicksilver is so much cooler than the one that they used in Avengers.
Memorable, to say the least. Yeah,
so much better. So, but like I said, I mean, it's a cool concept. It's not as good. It's not even as good as their Netflix, like Daredevil series and stuff like that. But it was cool. Like it gets you hyped a little bit for, all right, Doctor Strange too. Should be dope.
Right. Yeah, no, it was cool. It was cool. But it's not necessarily like a superhero TV show to me. Like
no. And I mean, we're getting another one this Thursday called Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So
yeah. I forgot about that.
I think that'll be like the complete opposite direction, where it's more just like that classic action comic book shit that you want.
Yeah. Hopefully.
They also said it's really short, like 6 episodes, so I don't really know how much story there is actually going to be in there.
Yeah, it's probably just going to be a lot of action, less words, more attack.
And then they're also following that up again with Loki. Like I'm pretty sure, like not too long after either. So like they're fully going in on this streaming shit.
Hell yeah, they are. They got so much shit in the pipeline. But I mean, that's good though, because we've been waiting.
Also coming out Thursday is the Snyder Cut.
The Snyder Cut.
Justice League Snyder Cut, 4 hours long, HBO Max.
Forgot about that.
It's been I've been seeing ads literally every 5 minutes for it, so they've definitely been promoting the hell out of it. And I'm probably gonna be there for it just because the hype has gotten to me, like a 4 hour fucking like, okay, like 4 hours, all right, long as hell, but
I mean, yeah, but it sounds.
I don't know. I mean, the theatrical version was very forgettable. Like,
oh yeah,
very.
Well, that's what I mean. Is if there's stuff in there that like they took away because maybe it just was too action and not...
Well, here's the whole story, okay? So as you know, Zack Snyder likes his action and he likes his shit dark.
Yeah.
Which is the complete opposite of Marvel's movies and cinematic universe. And I guess executives weren't necessarily happy with the response from like Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman. And I'll say Man of Steel was honestly one of my favorite Superman movies ever. And Batman vs. Superman is very flawed. I'll say that. But also, I don't want it to be like he also said he doesn't want it to be like the exact same as like Marvel movies, but they want it to be the exact same as Marvel movies. Yeah. So they literally brought in Joss Whedon, who, you know, is at the helm of all the Marvel Cinematic Universe, to come in and do like major cuts and reshoots and edits to the whole movie, because Zack Snyder had to drop out of the whole editing process because he had like a tragic death in the family. So he like stepped away from it, and they brought in Joss Whedon to basically butcher his movie to the point that it was what it was. And ever since then, people have been clamoring online for the release the Snyder cut online in droves, and they finally caved in, which was shocking. Could be a dangerous precedent, but but I don't know.
I mean, with the streaming era, I think that's what promoted them, like what made them think it was cool. Like, all right, since everybody's
the demand definitely seemed high. Like if you like looking online, people talking about it. So they gave him another 70 mil to go back and like redo it, the movie exactly how he wanted to do it. And they gave him a full, and because of streaming, he could do a full 4 hours of it. So I'm very intrigued to see if it can be.
That's hard though.
Drastically different.
Like if it completely changes how I feel about the movie, it could be one of the greatest Superman
comeback stories ever. Yeah.
Like,
and then,
I mean,
from the trailers, I'm not gonna lie, his trailers definitely had me way more hyped to see it than the other ones.
Oh, for sure.
And the question is if this does well, which by early reviews, would they go back and give him the reins again and let him do like more or
I'm
not?
Thinking, man, I'm gonna be there for that. Now you just got me hyped for it. So I just thought about it. I was like, oh my god.
They got everybody in there. They finally got Darkseid in there, and they have and he looks fucking he looked finally on the level like Thanos like type of character. So and then they also got like the Joker, Jared Leto's Joker back in there, but looks completely redesigned from the trash that was in Suicide Squad. So like people are like I'm very interested to see this movie now. Like I have to see it.
Snyder cut. The Snyder
4 hours.
Cut.
4 hours. Might have to do it in like 2 parts because that's kind of wrong, but we'll see.
I might make a day of it.
Definitely intrigued.
Right.
All right, and some news from our website over the last couple of weeks that I want to just touch on, see your opinions on. There's a rare Van Gogh piece that is going up for auction, and it's available for public viewing for the very first time. It's Scene. Well, this is French, so I'm gonna butcher this, but Scene de Rue Montmartre. So a scene of the street Montmartre. It was painted in 1887, and it was never shown. And it's been held by like a single French family for like over a century.
Huh. Interesting. That's pretty dope. I mean, so that's interesting. That's hard. There's a lot of angles about that.
Yeah, like holding pieces of art for like that long, and like one family, and now they're expected to go between like $6 and $10 million or something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I mean, that's such an interesting thing to think about, but it's weird, just as an artist, it's like the classic thing is like you're famous after you die or whatever, and like like Van Gogh wasn't like the guy when he was walking these streets. Honestly, Van Gogh wasn't even like considered one of the best artists in his town. Like he was going to other artist studios trying to learn and shit and like figure out style and stuff. And like once he developed his style, it was after failing to copy other artists and was like, all right, fuck it. And like I'm gonna just do it how I want to do it, and boom, that's what created his genius.
Well, you say that, and they are reporting, or they reported that this landscape portrait he did is kind of marks the beginning of his turn towards like impressionist style.
See, because there's so many studies. I just did like a lecture to my students about it, about Van Gogh actually recently, because I was talking about how him and an artist named David Hockney have a similar aesthetic. Hockney's a contemporary painter who's in his like 70s, who started to do digital painting of landscapes and stuff because he's a traditional landscape painting and drawing, and he's adopted this new medium and stuff like that. So I was just talking about like the aesthetics of like impressionism and this new just like making your own style, right?
Mm.
But yeah, that's so crazy. Just like artwork reemerging, right? Because like there's a whole notion of like private versus public collections. How do these public collections acquire the works? A lot of times it's either by donation, in which case this painting's not being donated. um, so it's interesting. So this painting's basically on view, and it's either going to go away and be locked away, or the person that buys it is going to now be paid for years to come for this art object.
To loan it to museums.
To loan it to be on museums.
And the only reason it's even being made available to view now is because it's being sold. Like, you know.
Yeah, man. I mean,
imagine being a family that's like has a Van Gogh that's never been seen by anybody for like over 100 years, and just having it in your crib, just chilling.
Hit, man. That's that COVID. I mean, shoot,
they need that bread or something. Huh?
Yeah, the bread is low. They must have spent some of their reserves. It was like,
it was nice. Hey, I got the Van Gogh in the back. Like, let's go ahead and grab that joint. You know?
No, they was probably like, which one? It's like, oh, you know, the one we don't look at anymore.
Yeah, they probably had it like on their kid's wall, just chilling or some shit. That's wild, bro.
In the bathroom, like
that's crazy.
Yeah, nah, that is crazy. But it's cool that it's, you know, been authenticated and that people get to see it. So it just adds to like his legacy, really.
For sure, definitely his mystique now is like insane.
Yeah.
Creed 3 is a go, and Michael B. Jordan is making his directorial debut. So Ryan Coogler's not directing the series anymore, but he helped like pen the script, and Michael B. Jordan, I guess, taking the helm as director and lead star, kind of like Sylvester Stallone did with Rocky. So
is Sly part of the project too? Still,
this is the thing. They list in their listings. Their listings do not have him on as a star or a producer. So
that's interesting.
And there was an Instagram post, I think, from the last movie saying that this would probably be his last turn as Rocky.
Right.
But if I remember correctly, in the second one, he didn't die. So
no.
I wonder how they're gonna like explain that.
For real. Yeah, that's interesting. And I'm trying to think like,
unless they don't mention it at all, you know.
Honestly, why make a third one?
Because Rocky had what, like 6 of them?
Yeah, I know, but the last one kind of like used up the best parts of the first 2 or 3 that we liked.
Well, yeah, I think the last one kind of they fell into the trap of.
It was like Rocky 1 through 3. Brought back to Creed 2, you know? Like,
the first Creed was like, I think, super original within the Rocky universe. And then the second one was like, fell into that trap of doing the same shit that Rocky did. Like, do you remember like all that remember shit, like bringing back old characters again? And it's like, it's cool for like interest, but it's not like interesting for like continuing a whole story. Cause like, it feels like you've just seen this again. Like,
it was on the surface level cool. Like,
yeah, it's like, oh, okay, he's got a son. Like, that's cool too, you know, I guess. But it's also wasn't like as nowhere near as interesting as the first one. So I don't know. I just think it's interesting that Michael B. Jordan's finally stepping into that director chair.
That's cool.
He's been producing a lot, so especially for Netflix, he's been producing a lot of shit. So
yeah,
he's been on his grind for sure.
For sure.
All right, and there's a Superman reboot in the works written by Ta-Nehisi Coates. Ta-Nehisi, I think. Coates.
Ta-Nehisi Coates,
yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't think people understand. There might be outrage. I'm gonna just have to pre-curse, just like
Well, just get out the way. It will be a black Superman.
I'm just saying. I know who Coates is. So
and before fanboys whatever get mad, there's literally a black Superman in the comics. So from another dimension, universe, or whatever they explain it. So this is based on that character, supposedly.
Yeah. No, that's just what they want. That's what he's using as defense. The shield. He might just write it all the same. He might just redo Zod, the whole Zod saga. Like he might just come out like, yo.
Like instead of Clark Kent, Blark Kent, or something like that. Like
he's gonna show like flashbacks of his mom saying you gotta blend in, and then he's gonna have this whole chameleon power we never knew about, where he had to look like his parents. Nah, I'm fucking with you. That's gonna be crazy though.
I mean, what's interesting is like we were talking about DC and how they're like approaching this very differently than Marvel. They're clearly just throwing shit at the wall now. Like, what I'm saying? Like, you already got a Superman movie, and then you have Batman. Then you have you're coming out with another rebooted Batman. Now you're coming out with like another like Superman. It's like what? Like there is no connection between these. Basically,
throw it all at the wall. To like, yo.
Sticks.
Whatever sticks is stuck. Like stick it, like throw it all at the wall. Like,
but I mean, it's super dope that they're getting him to write it because he also obviously did the whole run for Black Panther in the Marvel comics that inspired the movie a lot. So that's really cool, dope to kind of see him getting that love.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I can't wait to see the outrage of it, but we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, right now I'm like probably more excited for the that director's cut of the other one.
Oh yeah, for sure. But that's just because of the backstory of how insane it was. Like,
yeah,
and like how Zack Snyder never even saw the theatrical cut. Like his wife and Christopher Nolan, so like they're good friends. So his wife and Christopher Nolan went to go see the premiere.
Right.
And they came back and both told them, you should never see this. It'll break your heart. Like, you should never see this.
That's crazy. It's like, if you want to have a really bad day and start calling people and yelling, frustrated, go ahead and watch.
So he's never seen it. So, I mean, like I said, I'm very interested. Like, I'm very interested. So they're doing some interesting things at DC. It's not well done, but it's interesting at the least,
Mm. Yeah.
All right, and George R.R. Martin is coming back too. He's adapting another fantasy novel for HBO. Yeah, it's called it's based on Roger Zelazny's Last Defender. No. Which one is it? It's Robert Zelazny, Road Marks series.
Should be cool.
It's a guy who's traveling a road that like time travels and a bunch of crazy shit happens, and just fantasy.
Time travel's lit.
I don't think he's even finished his Game of Thrones books.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, so I'm pretty sure people are still pissed about that, and he's out here like, just fuck it. Like, you want me to adapt this? All right, cool, I got time.
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to work on. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, that? I already got the advance. Don't worry about that. Like,
the show's already done, so like, what if he like never finished the novel? You know what I'm saying? Just let the show's ending be the ending.
The Starbucks cup. Hell no.
Red Tea would be fucking hot.
For real. Nah, he's definitely gonna finish it. He knows that's a bigger bag. That's another bag.
Man, he should have finished it before they finished the series, because the way they finished that series was a boo-boo for sure.
What happens when you run out of inspiration?
Man, and just let
material. What do we do?
That's what happened. That's what happens when they're not adapting a story anymore, but they're trying to come up with an original storyline.
They're like, I guess just split everything up and make one of the unlikely people the rulers. Like,
yeah, Jon Snow won't fight the Night King. People don't want that, right? We haven't been waiting 10 years for that, right?
Yeah, Jon Snow could just fade away slowly into the distance in the background and not really have any overall impact on how the story concludes.
Oh yeah, and the Night King won't fight anybody. He'll just die in one episode. That's what people have been waiting for, right?
Yeah, we get one cool scene with the king, and then the next thing you know, he's snuck up on and it's over.
Exactly.
That move was cool. I liked it, sort of. I was just mad at the same time. It was one of those moments where I was just like, yeah, huh.
hey, you remember when Arya spent like a whole 2 seasons in another country?
Yeah.
Learning to become a many-faced god, like disciple?
That. Yep.
Oh yeah, she'll use it one time and never again.
Never again. I was like, damn, every time you thought she was going to use it, nope.
I dead ass was like, oh yes, that's not Bran. That's Arya in that chair. She's gonna take the mask off and fucking kill him after he fights Jon Snow. That's exactly how it played out in my head. Him and Jon Snow gonna have a fucking fight. Right. Jon's about to die, and then she's gonna take off the mask and she's gonna end up killing him. But nope.
Not even close. Nothing that exciting. Like I thought you was gonna get something lit for the king to die. Like nah. Both him and Jon Snow can quietly exit the scene, please.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, no.
That shit is nuts.
I'll forever just hate that ending. Like, God.
Yeah. As soon as that happened to the king, the Night King, that whole thing was over, basically.
Yeah, I was like, well, we waited 10 years for one battle. I thought he was going to wipe out the world, and he literally couldn't get past what's the castle called? Whatever. Up north.
That shit was on the border.
Castle.
He didn't even get into the shit yet.
That's what I'm saying. He couldn't even get past Stark Castle. Like,
I was like, come on, fam. The Starks ain't shit. They wasn't. Come on,
bro. He had a dragon.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
I'm saying. Undead dragon.
An undead dragon.
And he ain't do shit.
No.
All right. I'm gonna just go down this rabbit hole about how pissed I am about what the fuck they did to that story.
Know, tangents. So this, yeah. Timestamp that. That's a Game of Thrones tangent.
Goddamn. Horrible. And then they were so scared about it that they didn't even show up to the Comic-Con panel, their own Comic-Con panel.
Oh yeah, they want to get eaten alive. Dying on that cross, they said. Like Comic-Con is real shit. Niggas
we got some great. We got Seth Rogen roasted him right after because he was on there for Preacher's final season, which was great.
Yep.
But I digress. Let's get back to the topic that we are here for, the Grammys. What are your initial reactions about the Grammys? Thoughts, opinions that live up to the hype of what the Grammys are? Are the Grammys still important?
First of all, dude, I don't think the Grammys have much hype anymore. I almost forgot they were happening.
I did completely forget that they're happening.
Yeah, but I guess so. Like, just initial thoughts on the Grammys. It was almost like an unnecessary program. It was awkward having announcers and like a host without an audience. Because it was almost like, why did they even have to show up? But then it was kind of funny, actually. Bill Burr,
exactly what I was going to talk about. That shit was the most unintentionally funny part of the whole night.
And it was funny too because it sounded like he was bombing at the beginning. Like when he about that like rock that concert joke, I was like, "Oh shit, is he falling off right now?"
Oh, it was unintentionally funny for sure. Like, let's bring Bill Burr out to announced every Latin award.
Whose idea was that? That's insane. That's like an obvious setup. That's why I'm glad.
Oh man, definitely. That was he even said it. He said all the feminists are angry right now. They got this cisgendered white dude announcing these Latin awards.
I was like, yeah, call it out so you don't get killed for it.
Oh, and then right after, there's a small but loud contingent of people on Twitter who are angry with him.
Yeah, no, they tried to kill him for it.
Oh, they set him up, bro. They definitely set his ass up.
Walk him out there. Like Janae Aiko was already on stage. Like, that's what's crazy. You already have a mixed race musician.
I swear to God, he did not know what segment he was going out for, because the way he was getting, like, reading those names out, and like he was surprised.
Just read the teleprompter. Just read the teleprompter. Oh yeah, I do that all the time. That's easy. Okay, yeah, just step right there on the X. Okay, now go out there. All right, thanks, Janae. What category? You know, like, I start reading it like, like, wait, you guys sent me out here for this? Like, who'd he piss off before he got sent out?
Oh, that shit was funny. It was very cringy, but it's so funny. Like, oh, you're about to get murdered for this.
Man, when I saw the category pop up, I was confused.
It was all best Latin, best international, like this super white dude from fucking Boston.
Yeah, that was good.
That shit was funny. I mean, like you said, it's hard for the Grammys when they're literally getting shit on in every direction by every major artist these days. You know.
Yeah, I mean, they got shat on right there. Bill Burr shat on stage. But I mean, some good moments were like there were some cool performances, right? I mean,
before we get into that, I want to ask a question. Are we like?
Do those count?
Do we have enough of the baby yet? Like,
or what you mean? He brought out no, I'm just kidding.
Like, I'm like, again.
I was surprised he was there. I was like,
again, like, bro, everything, bro. Like, again, like, you're playing Rockstar again, like,
yes.
Are we not? Like, you over? Like, there's a point where it's like, okay, I'm getting tired of just hearing your voice and seeing you at this point.
Yeah, I mean, but it was cool because I remember we talked about Run the Jewels and how they were like sort of snubbed, but it was cool that they got to perform. I remember seeing Killer Mike on stage, so it might have been one of those like side joints or
just
something.
Killer Mike, and it was for little babies.
Yeah, little babies. Yeah.
Which was a great performance.
Yeah,
it felt kind of a bit like, hey, we care too, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yeah, you made that one song, right? About you wanna? Can we do something? Can we get some work together?
I think it was sort of like a mandatory, like they had to do it, right? Like it was almost
it felt like it. It definitely felt like it.
Yeah.
And like, I love Baby, like, Little Baby, well, and I'm glad he got the spot and the shine, but it's also like, I don't know, felt a bit like forced and corporate. Yeah. But it was cool to get that Killer Mike verse and to get, you know, I forget her name, but to have her on there too.
Yeah.
But it definitely felt like, all right, this is so overproduced from what like the video was and how raw it was and shit. And it's like,
yeah. I mean, personally, I liked Burna Boy's performance more. I think one of the more better performances. Yeah, but he
definitely wasn't a main show. He had to be like almost online only, one of those.
Yeah, he was online only because he looked like he was outside, like it was like a whole production thing. So it was probably like maybe even been pre-recorded, kind of sending shit, you know.
I mean, one of the best ones was Lito's. Lito Pimentel.
Right.
She killed that shit. Like, she ate that shit up. Like,
killed that.
She definitely had one of the best. That should have been main show after some of the performances I saw.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really care for Meg's performance, it was cool.
It was all right.
Um,
Jazz, cool, I guess. Savage, all right. Cardi B's was expected. I mean, the video screen was cool as shit,
it had to be, but yeah, it
it
was cool.
was it was expected. Like it wasn't like surprising.
Nothing stood out though. There was no like
Um,
this year.
no, oh shit for sure. But one of the best performers of the night, who I think was Haim. Like they should have
Oh yeah,
definitely won way more awards than that, and just their performance alone proved it. Like, are you kidding me? Like they're so much better than everybody else.
That's why I picked them for performance, but I don't think they won that. They didn't win.
I'm watching the performance. I'm like, they're like so much better than all these other performers right now. Like how much more? Like this is evidence. Like clearly, they're
you see what they're doing on stage.
Way better on stage than most of everybody else.
Yeah.
I don't know. There were some performances that stood out. Like I don't know, but not many. I will say that I did not like Roddy Ricch's performance at all. Honestly,
that kind of seemed like a Teen Choice Award type of thing.
It also felt like that was that his choice to play piano like the whole time, like have it all soft and.
Probably not his choice. I feel like. I mean,
somebody's coming to them like, "Hey, we have a great idea."
Nah, that was weird. I mean, but whatever. Hey, get your artist on, right?
A lot of it was very snoozeworthy. Billie Eilish's performance was boring. Taylor Swift's performance was boring.
Damn, Billie Eilish's performance was so boring. I was like, why didn't you just stay in your bedroom like you always do with your brother and just record that? Like, that probably would have been more captivating.
I mean, I was kind of just like, when I heard the song, I was like, damn, this is the record of the year? Like, I've not heard this song almost anywhere. Like, I'm not.
I heard it a lot. I
did not.
It's just weird that it's the album or the song of the that's what was crazy.
Not even a song. It's record of the year, which implies like what was the biggest record of the year. Like not songwriting, not record.
Well, that's why I was shocked that my pick was wrong, I think. But we're gonna get into that stuff. But yeah, it was weird. There was some weird stuff. But overall a very strange, slightly boring Grammys with a couple of surprises in the category winners, but not anything too out of the ordinary. Except for maybe like one person who won a Grammy in a category we didn't talk about, but I'm just gonna mention it real quick and then we're gonna leave it there probably. Kanye. Kanye West won for Best Contemporary Christian Album.
Yeah, Christian album.
I thought that was the most interesting thing I saw. Basically, to me, I just thought that was, I don't even know what to say. I was just confused and shocked and like, wow, okay.
I did see that. I did get a good chuckle out of that. I guess Christian album is you just talking about yourself for 40 minutes and mentioning God a few times.
Imagine being part of the choir that's on the album and you never got paid.
Oh, and you're suing him. You're literally suing him.
We're gonna have to run that up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Now it's Grammy Award winning vocals, homie. You gotta pay me for my Grammy Award winning.
Yeah. Is he gonna piss on this Grammy too?
Hell yeah. Nah, he's not gonna piss on it. He's gonna put it down and let one of his cows in Wyoming piss on it or shit on it. A cow pie, steaming hot cow pie. Just plop right on it.
Yeah, that definitely gave me a chuckle.
Yeah. And then another shout I wanted to give was to Burna Boy for winning for Global Music Album of the Year.
Funny word, global music. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Burna Boy I thought could have been in the like best rap album category, but it's cool that he's in like global music. He's a Nigerian-based artist, for those who don't know.
So overall, uneventful, boring. Trevor Noah's boring.
I don't remember about Trevor Noah.
It was boring and cringy.
I was waiting for him to stop talking every time he talked.
And The
And why
highlight was Bill Burr bombing for me.
was Janae like not like an official host? Because she like did more than him.
I don't know.
That was weird. I was confused why I was seeing her talk so much and not seeing Trevor when I was seeing her. I was like, why isn't Trevor doing this if he's the host?
I don't know. It just wasn't. They have some soul searching to do. All these award shows, Oscars, Academy, like the Oscars and the Grammys, they have some real soul searching to do about what people want, because this ain't it, Chief. This ain't it.
Damn. That was like the last leg. It was almost like
it was sad. Oh, it was legitimately sad. Like, you know what I was thinking? You know, this show could really use a performance by maybe somebody like The Weeknd.
Yep. The Weeknd might really set this off right now. Real. Dead ass. Shit, 070 would have shut that down.
Come on, man. They're not in tune with the culture like that.
In tune.
So you guys let us know what your initial thoughts and opinions about the Grammys are. As you can see, we are not impressed in the slightest about what we saw. And no. I really don't know how they fix this outside of a major change at the top and get some young people that are in touch with shit up there. Because they're getting murdered. And the BTS army is...
Talk about
slaughtering them online.
Oh yeah, there was like, how are you gonna just? Well, they tokenized them basically.
Oh yeah,
for ratings.
And they flew them out like a 12-hour flight to come out there and do that shit. And like, oh god.
Yeah, exactly. Why you think Jay-Z don't go to those anymore?
Hey, like, I'm about to say, I'm like, hey, welcome to the club. Like, hip hop wasn't even allowed to perform for years. Like, and we weren't even on the main. We couldn't even get TV time. We couldn't get our nominations aired on TV. So,
there were always that small text on the bottom of the screen, like also awarded or whatever they would say. That was the best rap album categories.
And that was when we had #1 albums in the country. Yeah. So, welcome. Welcome. But yeah. All right, let's get to our results of our predictions here.
Yep. So yeah, you guys, as you know, me and Dario, every year when the award season comes around, we look at the nominees and we make our predictions to see who we think will win, not in each and every category, but just a select few that, you know, are sort of in our wheelhouse or that we think are the most particularly key and interesting categories. So we're going to recap our choices that we talked about on the pod a couple months ago. I don't know how long ago that was, but because the Grammys pushed back, so it's like 3 months.
December. Yeah, I want to say December.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna talk about our predictions, see who won this this prediction game. I'm pretty sure if I didn't win, it's close. But
I think it might be close this year.
Slap Dario around
we had a couple of double ups.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I don't know exactly, because I know we had a couple where we got the same.
You followed me on more than.
You followed me a lot, man. I remember.
All right, album of the year. This is so predictable. Like, I didn't want to make this pick because I didn't even want to go there. But this is so predictable. Taylor Swift, Folklore.
Back to the pod, you guys. I tried to tell them about this. I told them.
It's so predictable. Taylor Swift.
Of the year, Taylor Swift, y'all.
Folklore.
Now, I said I didn't want her to win.
I said Post Malone because I figured it was between the two, like, you know, whatevers.
Yeah.
But who I wanted was Haim out of their selection by far. Like, I don't understand.
No, for sure. Haim definitely should have won over Taylor, but I told you. It was Taylor's year. Like, I was like, she's in kind of this weird, I'm getting my power back kind of bullshit. and I think they're gonna reward her for
So fucking
songwriting.
predictable.
I told you she got in the songwriting bag,
So
and they're gonna
predictable.
give her for
Boring. This is why nobody watches the Grammys. Like
it.
boring.
Exactly. I had to pick my least favorite choice to be writing that. Like that's why the Grammys are trash. Like, but I was right.
Re-
That's a point for
you
me,
right.
y'all.
You got point for you. Record of the year, neither of us got. I said Dua Lipa, you said Meg. Honestly, Meg out of the place should have gotten it. I said that too, but I thought they would give it to some generic ass song. And they did.
They did.
I just picked the wrong generic ass song.
You picked one with a little bit more, slightly more up tempo. You picked the up tempo.
Yeah, I picked "Don't Start Now," which is a watered down Weekend After Hours song, honestly.
Oh man!
And I knew they weren't going to give it to Meg because she's definitely too urban for their field.
Yeah, I thought that Beyonce push would have.
Oh, yeah, he's close, definitely.
Yeah, but I mean, we did talk about the Billie Eilish factor, so we both kind of knew how much she could influence.
Yeah, I told you, I just never heard the song anywhere I went, so I did not hear people playing it. I did not hear people talking about it. So just like, is this really the record of the year?
Yeah.
But whatever.
I mean, for a girl who just stays at home with her family and doesn't go anywhere,
definitely keeps winning.
She keeps winning, and I saw her a lot. So like, I feel like she was active on Zoom or whatever the fuck. Like this past year, she kind of did show her face a lot more than a lot of these other artists. To be honest, in terms of like.
Okay, but come on, bro. Meg was literally everywhere.
Oh yeah, well that's what I'm saying. That's why it's confusing to not have Billie Eilish in other categories. Like, as compared to like Meg in so many more categories. Like, it seems like it was just an odd choice.
And for people that don't know why I keep clarifying, she's record of the year and song of the year. Song of the year is a songwriter's category. It's for songwriting. Record is literally what was the biggest song of the biggest record song of the year. Like, what is the one record song you could not get away from all year?
The biggest slap.
And they chose Billie Eilish, and it's just like, wait, what? All right, whatever. It's
a melancholic song.
I mean, let's compare that performance and let's compare Haim's performance. Like, you tell me which song you like.
Well, that should be less than enough, but it's not. So yeah.
All right. So yeah, neither of us got it. And song of the year again, neither of us got it. It was "I Can't Breathe" by her, which I'm surprised by.
I was shocked by it. Not surprised, shocked. That's like a Black Lives Matter kind of shit. Like, yeah. Like how, like, and it was released late. Like, it was released in May, I think. Maybe not late, but it was released in May, I think shortly after the protests. And it's a very conscious, not very like...
Not Grammy friendly.
Not Grammy friendly at all. It's more like a To Pimp a Butterfly aesthetic, like that Kendrick did, which is interesting. And that's the one they gave him a Grammy for. But in terms of it crossing over, I don't think most audiences are even aware of the song.
Yeah, I'm not even that super aware of it. Like, yeah.
Honestly, I have it on my phone and it's hard to remember. Like, it's not like a song that you would like remember, but it's the writing category. So it's about the writers and like what they were saying.
Like I said, song and record. It's a big difference right there. I chose Post Malone, Circles. You chose Roddy Ricch, The Box.
Yeah.
Which both seem like safe bets, but
it seemed like it had to be one of those. Like, I thought there was no way it wasn't one of those.
Came up empty. Best New Artist, we both got wrong again.
But
It was
my
Meg Thee
second
Stallion, which I'm surprised by. Like again, I thought she was just way too urban for for the Grammys to choose, man. And
that's what
she had like two big records. That's it. She never have a full body of work.
I'm kind of confused because it felt like it's almost like Phoebe got snubbed. Like the way
Oh yeah. We both picked Phoebe Bridgers, by the way, and Phoebe Bridgers obviously has shown up everywhere, SNL, like whatever. Like she's definitely on a wave right now. She's kind of on that Billie Eilish wave for indie rock.
But did she take home any awards?
I'm not sure. We'll see. We got her in a couple more categories.
Mm.
It's just like Meg didn't have like a full album.
Any body of work she put out wasn't anything close to like great. Nobody was
Right. She had two massive songs, and one wasn't even hers. And she got best new. It's just what the fuck? It's just confusing, bro. I don't know.
Well, to be honest, there was that whole scandal. I don't want to bring the other artist's name up, but there was that whole thing at the beginning of the
Oja?
year. You know, that Canadian guy. Her and him had that little back and forth.
Oh yeah.
Her injury, that whole
Yeah.
thing. For people who aren't familiar.
So are you trying to say this was not well deserved?
I'm just saying that she's been in the public eye for more.
Oh, so you're saying So you're saying this?
I think this is.
You're saying this is a sympathy award? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow.
You think she would if that story wasn't going and she had the redemption of a strong woman story attached to her songs, I don't know if it would go over as well. I think a lot of people are championing her because of her as a victim.
Hey, Stallions, whatever her fans are called, Stallions. You know how Beyonce got the Beehive. What are the fans? Stallions. What a look. That's not me. I didn't say that.
What
direct all vitriol at him.
That's so funny. If y'all heard what I said was that her getting shot brought sympathy and awareness to her in more than just the songs, correct?
AKA, this was a sympathy award.
Well, if I see somebody who I'm aware of in more ways than one on a list, and I only know the other people in just one way, I might be more inclined to select them. Sympathy is the word you chose, not a word that I. So, like I said,
Stallions, Pony Club, My Little Pony, whatever y'all called. This was not me.
I don't know about sympathy.
This if we want to use the word sympathy,
sympathy is giving the wrong award to the artist the year after they did a really good project.
Yeah, they try. They definitely do that a lot. All right, we jump around a bit. R&B performance. We both got this right because you followed me. Beyonce for Black Parade.
Keep in mind, this is my second point and Dario's first point.
It's 2-1. It's 2-1. I'm not.
2-1. I'm up. Scoreboard.
I mean, there's not really much to say about this one. It was a weird year for R&B, I think.
Oh, for sure. And all the R&B categories were all over the place. So
it's like, didn't feel very R&B to me. So it was just kind of like, all right, Beyonce.
Yeah, for sure.
R&B song, we both got wrong. I chose Beyonce again.
Mm-hmm. Same
you
choice.
chose Chloe and Haley, Do It.
Beyonce's proteges.
And Robert Glasper won for Better Than I Imagined.
Well, Robert and her. Remember, and Gabby was...
Robert Glasper featuring her and Michelle. I can't say that name. Not pulling a Bill Burr. You guys can look it up. But yes, that one for Better Than I Imagined.
Yeah.
Okay. Progressive R&B. This was very shocking to me. It was Thundercat. It is what it is.
Yeah. Congratulations, Thundercat. That's lit. Like, all I say is that's lit for him to get that Grammy. But I didn't think it was gonna happen. I didn't think.
I didn't think you could classify his album as an R&B album. I'm just here.
It's a lot. It's a
What is it?
like alternative rock, like, or some kind of like, I don't even know, but like, yeah, R&B was interesting. I was like, all right, well, so I didn't even pick it because I didn't think it sounded like alternative R&B, but
There you go. So they called it progressive R&B. I chose Janae Aiko. Again, she was there, but apparently did not get much.
got hosted. See, they get you out there, make you work, give you a couple noms, and give the award to Thundercat.
I chose her for Chilombo, which again was her worst project to get nominated, I think, but whatever. And you chose Chloe and Haley on God the Hour, and they were both wrong.
I was thinking Beyonce's proteges might win something, but it doesn't look like they caught the swing this year.
Oh, this is trash. Best R&B album, John Legend, Bigger Love.
Ooh, I wonder who picked that one.
That's trash.
That wasn't even hard. That was like
That's
easy.
trash.
What they had on the list, that was the easy.
Giveon?
Yeah,
Take
but
time?
Giveon has no name recognition.
What you mean? His bro.
Niggas just found out who Giveon was. Trust.
Bro.
Niggas didn't even know how to say his name. Stop playing. Giveon, Guyveon. Niggas didn't even know how to say Giveon until he had to like consecutively publicly say, no, this is how you say it. Like, if an artist is doing that, they're not going to beat John Legend when he's got 2 singles in the top 100. Like
I Want You?
Yeah, but that's not as big as John's 2 songs on his album were crazy. Not crazy.
I Want You is crazy, bro.
No, that's definitely dope. That's definitely. But Ooh La La, that shit is hard.
Again, an established name taking food and money out of a better rising artist mouth. Again, that's all it is. That's all it is.
Hey, all you John Legend fans, that was Dario.
That's all it is.
That Giveon was better.
John hasn't put out a good album since Kanye West.
That's not true. Bigger Love is actually a pretty good album.
I'm joking.
Hence,
but it's definitely not better than Giveon.
R&B Album Award. So that's what, 3-1. 3-1. It's looking bad for you.
Nah, rap performance. We gotta talk about Meg Thee Stallion and Savage. That was pretty obvious. That's like her category that they're gonna put her in.
Best of your rap performance, exactly. Like, okay, well, she performs a lot, and it's her biggest song, so you should probably win that category. Like, you're known as the performing artist.
All right, this was another trash award. Best melodic rap performance.
Yeah, what a weird category.
Anderson .Paak. Lockdown.
In hindsight, I guess it makes sense. I just wasn't thinking about it like that.
Over The Box or Rockstar?
Yeah. As a best, how does The Box lose?
That they literally had them perform like 3 times each?
Bam. What I think happened was Silk Sonic was on the radar already.
But come on.
I'm saying.
Lockdown? All right, whatever.
And Rockstar too, because you picked Rockstar.
Like, I picked Rockstar. I said it was either Rockstar or The Box. I was like, there's no way it's anything else.
I still can't believe The Box. Like, that is the best melodic rap song of the year. What are you saying? That's
imagine being Roddy and being on both those songs and not getting a single Grammy.
Rockstar in the Box, and they gave it to Anderson.
Anderson .Paak for a throwaway Lucy.
For a throwaway, that's not even on an album. That's insane.
And how often have you heard Lockdown compared to those two?
That's just disrespect. I've heard the new Silk Sonic song more than I heard Lockdown.
And sometimes I've heard Lockdown. The 3 times I played it on YouTube.
Facts. Like, nah, that's nasty. That was a nasty little award they gave to Anderson. But congrats to Anderson on, I think, another Grammy. I feel like he won one already. But
yeah, he got something for something else before.
Yeah.
Best rap album. They finally did the right thing and gave Nas his due.
Yeah, we was talking about how this category should have been a no-brainer.
The only other acceptable answer would have been Freddie.
Yeah, and even then, it would have felt weird.
Yes.
So,
they did the right thing. Nas.
They did the right thing.
King's Disease.
Goddamn. This is Nasir Jones' first
Grammy win ever.
Grammy ever. Ever. This is what, 20-something, 30 years? I don't even know, man. Like, how are you one of the world's greatest MCs of all time, dropping hits after hits, staying relevant? And you don't get a Grammy until you give out a retirement album? Like an album that, like, well, honestly, Hit Boy. Just bringing up Hit Boy before.
Honestly, Hit Boy had a hell of a year.
I'm just saying, like...
If he's not in the category of most slept on top producers, I don't know who else is. Him and Alchemist had a hell of a 2020.
Him and Alchemist are like not even fair. They're like cheat codes.
They're literally, for me, they literally carried like real rap for all of 2020. Like they carried it.
Yeah. Madlib.
Yeah, but Madlib didn't really put out any much last year. It was definitely Al and
it was all
Hit Boy. Between Al and all of Griselda and like Freddie and Hit Boy of Nas and just he on his shit. They were definitely on their shit this year.
He did.
Real rap definitely took some W's this year.
For sure. Yeah, man. But yeah, shout out to Nas, man. That rap album of the year.
Even though, of course, it'd be his one win. He's not like in front of a live audience to get his shine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he couldn't get these real flowers to walk up and have everybody stand up for him, and like to really give him that like love.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, best rap song. I picked Bigger Picture. You picked Roddy.
Yo, this category is trash.
Savage won.
Yeah.
Again, Songwriters Award. Can you tell me? Can you tell me the songs for Savage? The lyrics?
I'm a savage.
There we go. And that one over the Bigger Picture from Lil Baby, who they drug out to literally
perform
the song. And I gave him a whole production and all this shit. Like,
sound check. You know how much extra time that is? Just for y'all to sit me up here. That's crazy.
It is.
But that's what I'm saying. How do you give Savage best rap song and like all this other shit, best rap performance and best rap song? Like, what the fuck?
How do you give her best R&B song or performance?
Bro,
song?
That is the most crazy thing.
But then you don't give Lil Baby for Bigger Picture.
That's what I'm saying. Like, her doesn't even want to be seen in public. Like, damn near, like, like we just found out what she looks like a year ago.
You said she got it basically because, she was like around the time of protests and all that. Okay, well, Lil Baby's Bigger Picture was even bigger. Like, it was even more important for like the actual culture and shit that was going on around the protesting and shit to see a celebrity like him who's not known for talking about those type of issues to fully come out with a song that not only is good, but it's like a slap, like it slaps and it like actually has real shit behind it. It's just like
he had like some woke level bars in there, but it was still fully trap. Like
that shit was still a banger.
Yeah, it was nice.
So you give it to her, but then you give Savage over. Disgusting. Yeah. The Grammys, disgusting.
But yeah.
Music video, Beyonce. Again, you followed me once again.
What's the score? 6-4?
Bro, you literally just been getting dubs off of me. That's what's crazy though. Like
I'm off you on 6-4. What are you saying?
That 4 of those were literally you basically following me. That's what I'm saying.
That's not even facts. That's exaggeration. There's no way.
You didn't even see the music video.
Fam, I seen the video. Everybody's seen the Beyonce.
All right. Well, we about to even shit up. Pop solo performance. Harry Styles, Watermelon Sugar.
Dario picked Harry Styles.
Hey, bro. Hey.
You got one.
I told you that song everywhere. You said Doja Cat, and I said nope.
I did. I picked Doja.
Doja Cat, you said Say So, and Harry Styles, Watermelon Sugar.
Lost the point there.
Okay.
Catch it up.
I think I did one more in pop. And it was like best pop vocal album.
Yep.
And again, I'm very confused.
I asked you if you were gonna pick, and you changed. You stuck with my pick. That's when you tried to pick my joint.
Because again, how do you win album of the year? But then you don't win best. But then you don't win your actual category.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I was like, there's no way Dua Lipa's gonna win album of the year. But I was like, there's no way she's gonna beat Taylor Swift. And then she beats Taylor Swift. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't understand how you win album of the year and not win best pop vocal album.
How do you not win your own category, but then you win album of the year? Again, I'm very confused there.
The winner of the category should at least beat anybody else in the category for album of the year. That seems like logic. But hey, that's what we get for picking the logical.
we both picked Taylor Swift, and
it was Dua Lipa
came in with Future Nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
The decent album that was, again, levels below the 80s nostalgic music that Weeknd had on After Hours. But whatever. Let's need
albums came out with that sound, and hers is probably the 4th best one.
Imagine having Justin Bieber changes over the Weeknd's After Hours. Yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy. Like, imagine having that over the Weeknd After Hours. Oh my God. The Grammys suck.
Yeah, for real.
They really do. All right, let's get to rock. Best rock performance. I told you. My girl, Fiona Apple.
Yep.
Shamika.
You was right. That's crazy.
I told you. She had a crazy year.
I mean, that was a dope ass song. That whole thing. We talked about how dope that Shamika even was when we went over our top albums. So I'm not surprised.
You chose Time, The Steps. I wouldn't have been mad if it won because, again, that song slaps too. But Fiona she was on one this year. How her album wasn't nominated for Album of the Year is another very, very questionable choice.
Yeah.
But Jhené Aiko is for Chilumbo. But whatever.
Yeah. Well, so we tied up.
Best rock song. I said Phoebe Bridgers, Kyoto. You said Fiona Apple, Shamika, and Brittany Howard, Stay High won, of course.
Which I kind of wanted to pick.
It was definitely one of my choices, but I just didn't. Again, Phoebe was on such a
tear
and definitely was getting that push that it felt like she'd at least get one of these.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought she would get one. One of these, even if I didn't vote for her, I thought she would get something. But it's pretty good that Brittany Howard won, though, to be honest.
Yeah, it's dope. She killed her performance again, like her little tribute thing. Her voice is ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right. Here's one you just closed your eyes and picked. Best rock album. You chose The Strokes. The Strokes, The New Abnormal. Again, you literally just, let's just say The Strokes.
Boom. Nah. How do I get it right but only pick one? I didn't even consider anybody else. I picked The Strokes.
Because you didn't know anybody else.
It doesn't matter. I know it's obvious. 7-6.
Anyways, I chose Grace Potter Daylight, and quite honestly, Fontaine's DC should have won that category, but whatever.
It's hard to go against The Strokes, man.
Best alternative album. This was an easy one for me.
Oh, yeah.
Fiona Apple, both shows are vegetable cutters.
It's the most alternative of anything. And it was really good. So, to be honest, it would have been hard to... Actually, we picked that as like our top album. Or one of them. I don't remember if it was
number one.
So, yeah. It definitely deserved best alternative
album. Best dance recording. We both selected Kate Trinata for 10%.
Which is pretty dope. It makes more sense because of the dance. I didn't pick him for the next one.
Best dance / electronic album.
Yep. I picked Bauer.
Great album.
Yeah.
Really good album, actually.
I almost picked Arca. And I thought that was like a cool...
Yeah, but that's too weird for people.
That's what I thought. I was like, maybe it's too weird. So that's why I picked Bauer. I thought that was the safe choice.
Bauer was definitely a safe choice, and it was a solid choice, but I just knew. Kate Trinata. I just knew he was sweet.
He was right.
All right, and pretty sure we both got this one wrong, but we'll see.
Yeah. Best comedy album?
Best comedy. Yeah, we definitely got it wrong.
Yep.
You chose Jerry Seinfeld, 23 Hours to Kill. And I chose Bill Burr, who they brought onto the Grammys to present.
That looked like a hit. Like
who had his biggest special of his entire career?
I'm just trying to tell you. I knew they was going to let him do that, man. They couldn't give Bill Burr that trophy.
Bill Burr lost to Tiffany Haddish for Black Mitzvah.
Yeah. Which is weird.
How many people have you had come up to you and say, yo, you heard that? You watched that new Tiffany Haddish special, Black Mitzvah?
Not Black Mitzvah, but the They Ready.
Black Mitzvah I'm talking about.
Ready. I know, but I heard about They Ready.
But Black Mitzvah.
I'm just saying that might have swayed the judges as well. Her output.
Paper Tiger was by far one of the biggest specials of the entire year.
Yeah, that's true. That's facts. bigger than Black Mitzvah, to be honest. Probably.
Honestly, the only one that was less than, I think it was the biggest special of the year, honestly.
Did they put something out?
No, he just put out those little Instagram shorts. And
okay. If he didn't put out a new thing on Netflix, then yeah.
No, he just put out those like 8 minutes and whatever, then all the other things.
Well, aside from his 8 minutes, aside from Dave's 8-minute clips,
Paper Tiger should have won. So I should just count that as a point, right?
Nah, because that means that mad shit, the box should count as a point. like what else did I not get?
That's a bullshit. That was my win in the bag. Are you kidding me? That was literally the win right there in the bag. Bill Burr losing to Tiffany Haddish? No way. I saw for sure. That's easy money right there.
That's crazy. Fam, that's like Anderson winning the melodic rap category. I should get a point for that. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on.
Because Rockstar was a legitimate chance to win that.
I mean, but still, Anderson was not. I don't see how some of these songs even got. Like, how the fuck did they win? Like win? Like crazy. All right, whatever.
Look, I'm happy for Tiffany. She's breaking barriers for women comedians. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But you should not have won over Paper Tiger. I'm just saying.
If They Ready was there, I may not have been mad. But Black Mitzvah wasn't it. But hey, I'm glad that you won the Grammy for it. I didn't pick you. You might have been my second choice, though, to be honest. I did mention that special, but I was like, I picked a boring, safe choice.
Yeah, you chose Jerry Seinfeld. Like
Bill Burr's mad controversial.
Bro, everybody talk about Jerry Seinfeld comedy like that, bro.
You act like Bill Burr's not trying to.
Bill Burr is scorching hot right now.
Yeah, and you know how to read the room. A white guy with no filter is hard to hold up on a pedestal.
All right, well, they just brought him in to read Latin and international categories. So I'm saying.
Not
anything's possible.
We're not going to give you a Grammy. We're going to kill you on stage. We're going to try to get you canceled. Like, that's what it looked like. It looked like not only are we going to reward you for your effort, we are going to try to get you out of here.
Wow. Bill Burr, I'm sorry, bro. You were on Star Wars. You hosted SNL. You're the biggest special of the year. And you still lost. Like, oh my God, bro.
Yeah, damn, how'd you get the Disney plug and still lose?
You were on Star Wars with a full-on Boston accent, and you still lost.
It's damn near yourself. Like,
no, it was yourself.
Like,
there was no acting involved. You were angry. You were aggressive. You spoke in Boston, full-on Boston accent in space.
It was crazy.
And you lost.
That's
wild. That's wild. This year's Grammys this is everything that's wrong with the Grammys. Right here. That was my win. It would have been 10-9 me. Instead it's 9-9.
This fool said that was my win. That's hilarious. Damn, we tied. I don't think we ever tied.
Nah. This is definitely your best. This was your best year. This was your best year. You had a bold strategy. You just follow wherever I go.
My best
just go wherever I go. That was a bold strategy.
Dario's just upset because I didn't wash him and he didn't win. So it's
a bold strategy. It worked for you this year.
What do you mean?
Just go wherever I go. Keep it as close as possible.
So all my wins. How many wins did you get that I didn't get?
Let's pick the safe ones. Taylor Swift, Jerry Seinfeld.
All right, Harry Styles. Dua Lipa.
Ridiculous.
Nah. I see your strategy. It's not gonna work, homie. It's not gonna work.
All right, so this year we're tied. Still hold the crown So I mean,
nah,
it's the Tide. Don't nothing switches. They'll hold the crown.
boss.
So you guys, let us know what you thought about the Grammys.
The crown is broken in pieces, but there's more in my possession. What Drake said?
Did you guys have any unexpected winners? Did you predict any of these people to win? Did you want other people to win that didn't win?
Biggest
Let us know.
snub. Who'd you love? What's your favorite performance?
Yeah, anything Grammys related. Let us know what you thought about them.
Daria's gonna go watch Paper Tiger.
I might. It's that good. This is everything that's wrong with the Grammys right there. And then tomorrow I'm definitely gonna gear up for a little Zack Snyder DC Justice League cut, 4 hours long. Definitely gonna gear up for that one.
That's lit.
And then our next podcast is going to be about the Oscars because they just announced the nominations. So,
oh yeah, that shit took forever.
Yeah, weird year. So, especially for movies.
Yeah, it looked like some shit. I'm gonna have to watch some stuff. There's some more streaming specific stuff.
There's a lot of streaming specific stuff this year.
Yeah, which is crazy.
So next year we'll definitely give you our noms predictions on that one too. And then coming up this Saturday, very hype, very dope stuff coming up this Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific time. We're doing a live listening party with Rivals for their debut sophomore album. And we definitely invite you guys to join us. So you'll see it plastered all over the site, all over our social medias, wherever you guys follow us. And hopefully we'll see you guys there on Saturday.
Definitely. I think we'll try to post like a countdown on the Instagram story so you guys could follow the countdown. And that'll give you an update. I believe 12 Pacific is 3 Eastern time.
Mm-hmm.
So for all my people out here in New York, that's when we'll be getting to it. Please join us out here. And we're just going to keep bringing you dope shit, dope ideas, and, predictions. I'm going to kill Dario in this Oscar stuff because I don't like how we tied just now.
Yeah.
He really out here with the gas.
Yeah, you got a lucky tie for sure. So we'll see.
I know. There's no way you should have got that many.
I should have won. Bill Burr, Paper Tiger. Should have won.
Nah.
Let me know if you guys agree. Bill Burr, Paper Tiger, or Tiffany Haddish, Black Mitzvah. Let's do a little quick survey and see.
Okay.
But yeah, if you guys aren't following us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, but you see this up somewhere, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like, that share. And we'll keep on bringing you guys more dope content. And if you like any together, rocking these videos like this, or that shirt, not the beanie, also head over to the site and grab some for yourselves. But until next time, we will
living life fearless, y'all. You gotta catch the wave.
Yes, sir. Peace.